warning in Hawaii about an incoming missile ended up being a false alarm this weekend, and North Korea has kept quiet about the major mishap. Good evening, I'm Emily Spain.
And I'm Jessica Porter. Thanks for joining us. This comes as talks resume tonight between North and South Korea over participation in the Olympic Games. NBC's Bill Neely has more from Seoul on the North's unusual silence.
All personnel taking shelter immediately.
North Korea hasn't said a word about this false alarm, and that is surprising because when the Hawaii system was set up last month, it used it as an opportunity to taunt the United States, saying, look at what our new missiles have done to you. We've scared you Americans. This time, not a word. It's made no political capital out of this. Now, why? Well, it's interesting that in the last couple of weeks on North Korean state television, there's been almost no anti-Americanism, almost no anti-Trump hatred. There usually is. North Korea is showing its friendly face to the world at the minute. It's about to take part next month in the Winter Olympics here in South Korea, and it's talking to its old enemy, South Korea, for the first time in 2 years. So perhaps it has chosen not to taunt the U.S. over this false alarm. But here's another thing that we don't know. We don't know how North Korea reacted during the 38 minutes when they were suspected of launching a missile. There is no sign that they got on that new hotline to say, we didn't launch anything, and there is no sign that they made any preparations for any possible American retaliation. Bill Neely, NBC News, Seoul, South Korea.
Hawaii officials say the false alarm mistake was not the first for the state. During a test last month, some of the warning sirens played an ambulance siren.
Back now in Missouri, we're being hit with some winter weather once again.
But the snow didn't stop people from wanting to get out of the house. Columbia saw flurries for several hours this morning, and downtown still had a steady flow of traffic with shoppers who didn't forget about their furry friends in the cold weather. One business owner says she's surprised at how well business went.
Came in this morning and thought it would be a ghost town all day, but it's been really good. It's nice to see people too and just kind of have interaction and then go back home and bundle up. So
Webb says the biggest sellers on a day like today are pet snow boots and sweaters.
Well, it's pretty snow out there today, and we could be expecting even more snow. Let's check in with Matt to see just how much. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Emily, you used the perfect words to describe that. It was a pretty snow today. Not much, just a light dusting, but now round two is starting to work its way into mid-Missouri. Not really reaching the ground in Columbia yet, but we are seeing some reports of some snow falling across northwest Missouri. As we go through the overnight hours, that's going to continue to work its way through here and potentially impacting your morning commute. We did see snow this morning as well. We saw less than an inch. Officially in Columbia, we saw 0.3 of an inch of snow, so just enough to make things pretty. 27 degrees our current temperature in Columbia, 28 in Jefferson City, 29 in Boonville, 29 in Brunswick. These temperatures are quite a bit warmer than we were at this time 24 hours ago, and the reason for that is we have a gusty wind out of the south at about 14 miles per hour in Columbia. The south is a warm weather direction, and that helps our temperatures warm up. As I mentioned, it could potentially be a bit of a messy Monday morning commute. We'll talk about how much snow you can expect and when you can expect it in my full forecast in the next few minutes.
All right, Matt, thank you very much. And crews are preparing for that winter weather tonight. Columbia Public Works says an 8-person plow crew will start treating designated snow routes at midnight. They say they're anticipating about ½ an inch of snow.
A Missouri teacher is being accused of having sexual contact with a student. Prosecutors charged 30-year-old Elizabeth Morgan of Lebanon with felony sexual contact. Officials say they found electronic evidence of Morgan having an inappropriate relationship with one of her male students. She was released from jail on Friday on a $5,000 bond.
A man is in custody after police say he shot a Jefferson City resident last night. Police arrested 20-year-old Marco Conley for second-degree assault. He is awaiting additional charges at the Cole County Jail. The victim was 34 years old and taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Missouri County has hired a private firm to perform autopsies. Greene County officials say during their search for a full-time medical examiner, the firm will take over the examiner's responsibilities. Greene County will pay the firm $1,500 per autopsy.
One local church has an unusual meeting location, the Movies. Life Rock Church is building a new location off Rock Quarry Road, but when plans got stalled, the church needed a temporary meeting location. That's when they reached out to Hollywood Theaters. So for the second Sunday in a row, the congregation met in the Theater 1. Pastor Rob Kelly says it's unique. A church in a movie theater isn't as rare as some might think.
We had a friend that was a manager for Regal Theaters, which owns, Hollywood Theaters. And so he suggested that we look into the church at the theater because they did that. And so they have a program corporately.
The congregation says it loves holding service inside the theater because of those nice, comfy movie theater chairs. KOMU wasn't allowed to film inside the theater per Regal's request, so if you're interested in seeing what the church at the movies looks like, you'll have to go and find out yourself. Life Rock meets every Sunday at 10 a.m. in Theater 1.
Well, this has to be on your list of things to do after getting engaged. Attend a wedding show, right? Well, more than 500 future brides got to check that off their list today when they filled in the Holiday Inn Executive Center for today's Super Wedding Show. It had vendors such as David's Bridal, Mary Kay, and Edith Hall Cakes. With the help from these vendors and wedding planners, many brides hope their wedding vision can come to life.
We just got engaged, and so we just want to come and find a lot of stuff that she might be able to rent or own or whatever we want to do just to get some ideas for our wedding.
The Super Wedding Show also had a variety of giveaway prizes a bride could win, including a 3-night honeymoon to Mexico. Coming up, we'll tell you how this car ended up in a second-story building.
Adventure seekers, thrill finders, stargazers, first-timers, beer sippers, nature lovers, family and friends. Your getaway just got a whole lot easier. Columbia Regional Airport offers direct flights to Denver. Skip the hassle, highway driving, parking fees, long lines, and are we there yet? And start enjoying your trip a whole lot sooner. Let's go. Visit flycou.com to book your direct flight.
Who will win? Joe Machens Hyundai versus a Hawaiian vacation. Hawaii has blue oceans. Hyundai has electric blue paint jobs. Average Hawaiian vacation lasts 7 days. Hyundai has America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. And with a new Sonata at the legendary low prices of just $169 a month for 36 months, the winner is clear. Better cars, better warranty, better at Joe Machens Hyundai. 1300 Vandiver and JoeMachensHyundai.com.
Can't get missed weeds off your mind? You need the powerful weed control of Liberty Herbicide, now backed by the Liberty Weed Control Guarantee, the working non-selective that controls your weeds for outstanding yields. Take control of tough weeds and deliver real yields with Liberty Link Seed and Liberty Herbicide, now backed by the Liberty Weed Control Guarantee. Learn how you can qualify at libertyguarantee.bayer.us.
For years, trial lawyers had their way, clogging Missouri courts with an avalanche of lawsuits. It cost jobs and hurt the economy. But thanks to hard work and leadership, new reforms will help fix a broken legal system. It's the first step in making sure the Show Me State doesn't stay the Sue Me State. We can't stop now. Support more common sense legal reform. Paid for by the U.S. Chamber Institute for Legal Reform.
You learned a lot growing up, like be nice, have fun, and dream big. Another thing you learned? Joe Machens Ford. Because when you need a truck to work, play, or have a little family time, nothing beats the #1 dealer in Missouri. With F-150s at the legendary low price of just $29.80. This bad boy's got best-in-class towing, best-in-class payload, and best-in-class fuel economy. All for just $29.80. When a truck's how you live, there's Joe Machens Ford.
Never be surprised by the weather. Download the free KOMU 8 Weather and Traffic app. Brought to you by Central Bank of Boone County.
Welcome back. People across the country will have the day off tomorrow, and most kids won't be going to school, all in observation of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. KOMU 8's Kyrian Lee is in the studio to tell us how one Jefferson City church says the day off is a chance to make a difference. Kyrian.
It has been nearly 50 years since the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., but there are still people determined today to keep the dream alive. Every January, people around the world come together to celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Not only is it a Federal Reserve holiday, but a day for action and service. The purpose of the day is to be celebrated year-round. Some leaders are taking action to keep the dream alive.
It is our time to actually act out on what we need to do to make things better throughout society. So it's time.
In celebration, Second Baptist Church remembers Dr. King with the theme of It Is Time. The theme comes from the current climate of the world.
We are now faced with all kinds of things that we never thought we would have to deal with again. And so it is time. It is time for the citizens of this country to stand up and say, enough is enough.
To say it's time really, for me, creates a sense of not what has happened in the past, but a sense of the need to move forward. What are our obligations as a community moving forward in regard to racial injustice, and how do we fight that injustice?
And in the words of Dr. King, the time is always right to do what is right.
But to engage in...
Tomorrow will be a day filled with activities including marches, parades, candlelights, fellowship, and food in remembrance of Dr. King. In the studio, Kyrian Lee, KOMU 8 News.
National civil rights attorney and activist Frankie Muse Freeman has died at the age of 101. Freeman's daughter says she passed away Friday evening while surrounded by her family and loved ones. She was the lead attorney in the landmark case that challenged racial discrimination in public housing. In 1964, Freeman became the first female to be appointed to the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights.
What a sight in California today as a car went airborne and crashed into the second floor of a dental office. Take a look at this. The accident happened early this morning in Santa Ana. It's hard to even believe how that happened. The car was traveling at high speeds when it hit a raised median, then crashed into the building and caught fire, but firefighters were able to put the fire out. Witnesses say they were shocked at what they saw.
The car was coming down this street right here, and very high speed, and I was putting gas, and I heard a big boom, and what it did is it hit there and it got launched.
Looks like out of a movie. Police say the driver admitted to using narcotics and was taken to a hospital along with the passenger. They were both treated for minor injuries. All passengers on a casino shuttle boat are safe tonight after it caught fire along Florida's Gulf Coast.
50 people were on board in the shuttle Port Richey Canal when the fire broke out. The captain of the shuttle said he noticed engine trouble and saw flames coming from the engine room rather. He says he turned the boat closer to shore so passengers could safely get out. 15 people were taken to a hospital. There's no word on the cause of that fire.
Looking at your flight forecast for tomorrow, not anticipating any major issues. Going to go ahead and give you the yellow light here in Columbia, but things should get better throughout the day. We're tracking snow. I'll tell you how much you can expect, and bitter cold temperatures. We'll talk about it in my full forecast coming up.
And Mizzou's basketball digs deeper into conference play, and a new starter is making an impact. Later on, Extra with Chris Gerino.
They are one of a kind and hard to find. It's our special event vehicle clearance sale with savings up to 30% off MSRP only at Bob McCosh. How about a Bob McCosh new GMC Sierra with discounts over $13,000? That's a savings of 30% at number 1 Business Loop in Columbia. We are professional grade. Chevrolet and GMC make the cars and trucks. Bob McCosh makes the difference.
This city is getting more and more dangerous every moment. Those are my streets. It's time people know Black Lightning is back.
Thought you were done being a hero.
Brother needs all the exercise he can get.
Black Lightning series premiere Tuesday, January 16th on the CW.
Black Lightning series premiere Tuesday, January 16th on Mid-Missouri's CW. Get continuous coverage 24/7 on Twitter and Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at KOMU News and on Facebook.com/KOMU8.
So at what age should you start planning for your future? Well, the age you are now.
You're never too young to plan and never too old to dream. Whether you're just starting out or beginning your next chapter, we're there to guide you through it all. We may not be the biggest bank out there, but nothing makes us smile bigger than helping our customers achieve success, whatever that means to them. First State Community Bank. Success starts here.
Before Joe Mockins ever sold their first car, they sold an idea. The idea that they're more than just a handshake and a set of keys. Joe Mockins helps hold up our community by donating to worthy causes, which drives all of us to bigger and better futures. Because it's not just about putting people on the road, it's about putting people first. That's why so many in our community are proud to say, that's my Mockins. Online at Mockins.com.
To help you navigate everything winter dishes out, Toyota has a wide range of SUVs with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Taking the family on a ski trip, driving in a winter wonderland, braving the conditions? Winter is tough. Toyota's all-wheel and four-wheel drive SUVs are tougher. Tested, trusted Toyota. Lease a new 2018 Highlander for $279 a month and enjoy peace of mind with Toyota Safety Sense Standard at no extra cost. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Closed captioning of KOMU 8 News is brought to you by Bob McCosh Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by the law firm of Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer. We will fight for you.
Welcome back to KOMU 8 News at 10. You're taking a look at our time lapse from the Columbia Regional Airport today. We saw snow this morning, not a lot. Only 3/10 of an inch at the airport. It was a pretty snow out there. And then that snow pushed on out of here as we went through the afternoon and evening hours. Temperatures holding pretty steady in the upper 20s, but our next round of snow is already on the way. You can see it here on our satellite and radar moving in from the northwest. Not getting any reports of snow falling in Columbia just yet, but across northwest Missouri, we are starting to see a little bit of that snow falling. Now, this snow is all ahead of a cold front that's going to be pushing through the area as we go through the day tomorrow. So temperatures are actually going to fall throughout the day as this brings a reinforcing shot of Arctic air that's going to move through the region. Let's track out the snow hour by hour on Precipcast. By 10 o'clock, you can see starting to move into our northern counties, but really moving into mid-Missouri as we go into 1 a.m. Anytime after midnight, I'm expecting widespread snowfall across the region. Then as we go through the morning hours, the snow starts to push off to the south, but I think by 6 a.m. we could still see some light snow showers and flurries across mid-Missouri. So make sure you check in with meteorologist Tori Stepanek. She'll have the latest forecast to get you out the door tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7. Then as we go into the afternoon, we see quite a bit of sunshine. Now that sunshine actually helps stabilize temperatures, so they should hold in the middle teens through a good chunk of the day, but then Arctic air really will settle in as we go into the evening hours under mostly clear to partly cloudy skies. In terms of the snowfall, we're expecting a dusting to an inch for most of us, up to 1.5 inches, I think, for parts of mid-Missouri, and then some of our southwest counties could see up to 2 inches of snowfall. For this reason, we do have a winter weather advisory in place through noon Monday, and then we have Arctic air that's going to settle in. So let's track out those temperatures. Tomorrow morning, near 20 degrees. By the afternoon hours, we're holding in those middle teens as we see a lot of sunshine, but by Tuesday morning, those temperatures near 0 degrees as that Arctic air settles in. The wind chill is going to be just as big of a story Monday afternoon in the single digits, even the negatives in some locations, feeling like -2 in Columbia. And then as we go into the afternoon, or rather into Tuesday morning, that's when we feel really, really cold. Wind chills between -10 and -20 degrees. Potentially feeling as cold as -21 up in Moberly. And for this reason, we have a wind chill advisory back with us. This goes into effect for our entire KOMU 8 viewing area at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, and it will last through noon on Tuesday. So definitely going to be a night where frostbite could occur in 30 minutes or less. So make sure you bundle up if you're headed out on Monday night or Tuesday morning as those kiddos return to school. Tonight, 20 degrees. Those temperatures continue to fall throughout the day. Tomorrow, we'll call it about 15 degrees, and those winds are going to be gusty as well. That's going to help those wind chills be below 0 throughout the afternoon hours. Temperatures actually fall to 0 degrees for Tuesday morning, only warming up to 11 degrees. It's going to be a very cold day. Then on Wednesday, the highest temperatures only rebound into the low 20s. Thursday, we're back into the upper 30s as a warming trend begins, and then that warmer temperatures are going to stick around until Saturday. And then even on Sunday and Monday, still going to be pretty warm out there.
All right, we'll take the warm up. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you. Columbia churches are aiming to end racism through Christ. KOMU's Chelsea Haynes joined more than 100 different members of the Columbia Christian community. They say they want to continue the critical conversations about race through a book study.
For these churchgoers, racism is more than just a matter of black or white. It's about coming together through Christ to end oppression. The idea stemmed from one retiree and his desire to continue dialogues of race in the community.
I've made some really good friends a lot through this process that I cherish their friendship and have a better understanding of what they've been through. And so I think all of us need to experience that.
And for other church leaders, they say it's about acknowledging white privilege.
And Lord, I'm white. I mean, I'll just say it, I'm white, but I'm tired, Lord, of the racism that keeps brothers and sisters, God, hurting. I'm tired of it. And God, I want to be part of the solution.
But whether you like your hymns fast or slow, these churches believe that pairing up predominantly white churches with predominantly black churches is necessary to continue conversations about racial division.
The most divided place in our country is on Sunday morning. And for Christians to come together and communicate about problems and issues that we both face, both black and white, has always been relevant.
And these churches believe that through Christ, all things are possible.
After the study, the churches will work with local leaders on racial reconciliation projects. And here are your lottery numbers for the night. Good luck.
Coming up Monday on KOMU 8 News Today.
Monday marks Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We'll have events across mid-Missouri to mark that event.
Including how St. Mary's Hospital is getting involved yet again this year.
And we'll take a look at a very slow warming trend for the rest of the work week ahead.
Great days begin with great mornings. KOMU 8 News Today. Coverage you can count on.
On your list of resolutions this year, be bold, creative, agile. Sounds like this brand new Highlander from Joe Machens Toyota. And right now, you can start the new year with a brand new Highlander for the legendary low price of just $279 a month for 36 months. And no new year would be complete without 2 years of complimentary scheduled maintenance. There's always a difference, and you'll find it at Joe Machens Toyota on Vandiver and JoeMachenstoyota.com.
Cleaning the tub is a back-breaking chore. There has to be an easier way. Introducing the all-new Hurricane Spin Scrubber, the new cordless and rechargeable power scrub brush that cleans faster and easier. Even these dirty old tiles are no match for Spin Scrubber. Sparkly and clean every time. The incredible torque can bust through any caked-on crud with ease. So forget bending and straining to clean the tub, because you'll get this extension pole free. Now reach down into the tub to power away stains. You'll also get this free Soft Flex cone brush that fits perfectly into corners. Plus, we'll include this extra large flat brush free. Use it to bust through dirt on the shower floor. You'll also get this handy storage bag. Get your Hurricane Spin Scrubber today for just $39.99. But hold everything. Call right now and you can get a second set. Just pay separate fee. Plus, get your shipping absolutely free. Order now.
Call 1-800-421-1028 to get your Hurricane Spin Scrubber. Call now or go to spinscrubber.com. So call 1-800-421-1028. Call now.
This Saturday, Sunday, and Monday only. Triple the fun at Slumberland's 3-day sale. Get an extra $50 off your total purchase of $2.99 or more, including sale prices. Get up to 65% off. And that's not all. Pay no interest for 3 years. An extra $50 off your total purchase. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday only. The 3-day sale at Slumberland. It's a good life.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. From exams and cleanings to more expensive procedures, they're all included with the Carefree Dental Card. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month, and everyone in your household can use the same card.
Call the number on the screen. Representatives are standing by to assist you.
What do you do when your town, its incorporation, and historical society all share the same anniversary? You celebrate, of course. KOMU8's Justin Kolar shows us that special celebration in Ashland.
Well, today we're celebrating the 165th anniversary of Ashland.
History came to life today in Ashland. The town celebrated its 165th anniversary this afternoon, and it was a celebration for the ages. It had all the essentials: partygoers, cookies, lots of cookies, and even historical documents.
We're just going to talk about some of the founding families, when they started, show a few pictures of downtown Ashland, and then we're going to show names of the guys who helped incorporate it and how that came about.
But this wasn't just a lecture. No, this was a looking glass into a time where horses and buggies roamed the streets and cobblers would fix your shoes. The city of Ashland's rich history is alive and well today. Take, for example, this corner building here. It used to be called the Crump and Dunn Store. Now, while ownership has changed hands a few times in the past 100 years, the moral of the story is Ashland's rich history is alive and well. Event organizers Tim Dollins and Marjorie Johnson wants everyone to know that history is fun and can be very exciting if you just know where to look.
We just wanted to highlight the fact that it's a long history, and we want people to know that if they want to come enjoy it, know more about the history of Ashland and the surrounding community.
In Ashland, Justin Kolar, KOMU8 News.
The presentation lasted 2 hours, and guests were served cookies and punch for the 165th anniversary.
How former teammates on the court became teammates off of it. We'll have that story for you coming up later in Sports Extra with Chris Trevino.